Welcome to another story made by Oracle 1. In the ancient city of Eldermere, a bustling metropolis renowned for its towering spires and arcane academies, magic was woven into the fabric of everyday life. Yet within this city, beneath the gleaming facades and scholarly pursuits, legends whispered of creatures so rare and powerful they could alter fate itself. One such creature was believed to exist only in myth. A dragon so tiny it could perch upon your fingertip, capable of granting 3 wishes but only if never freed from its crystal prison. The tale begins deep in the labyrinthine underbelly of Eldermere, where a scholar named Leora sought knowledge beyond the mundane. She was a historian by training but a dreamer by heart, forever captivated by relics and enchanted artifacts, yearning to uncover the mysteries that had slipped through the cracks of time. On a storm-drenched evening, it was in the cluttered confines of her dusty workshop that her fortune changed. Leora had traded rare manuscripts and arcane crystals to acquire a peculiar bell jar, its surface smooth and clear like the finest glass, yet within it shimmered a sliver of iridescent light. Hidden inside was the tiny dragon itself, no larger than Leora's pinky finger, with scales that glittered like molten emeralds and eyes the color of twilight skies. Despite its size, it radiated an otherworldly aura, commanding attention and respect. "I am Zephyros," the voice murmured within her mind, as clear as if spoken aloud. "I offer you 3 wishes, but heed my condition well. Should you ever open this bell jar and let me fly free, my power will vanish, and all that you wished for shall be undone." Leora's heart hammered with excitement and caution. Such bargains were rare and wrought with peril, yet the prospect of wielding such magic was too alluring to ignore. She agreed at once, binding herself by unspoken promise to never uncage Zephyros. The first wish welled up inside her in an instant. Leora craved wisdom beyond human grasp, a key to unlock the ancient secrets hidden in Eldermere's archives. "I wish to comprehend all languages, every script, rune, and dialect," she whispered. Zephyros's eyes blinked like stars flickering, and a warm glow enveloped Leora's mind. Suddenly, the dusty books around her morphed from indecipherable scribbles into a symphony of knowledge, unveiling histories, lost spells, and forgotten lore as though their authors whispered directly into her ear. Days folded into nights as Leora lost herself in her studies, her mind expanding with understanding and insight. But shadows lurked where none were expected. The city itself began to change subtly. Those who used to seek her aid for translating artifacts now kept their distance, eyes filled with suspicion. Whispers spread of a young scholar who deciphered forbidden texts and coveted power not meant for mortals. Fearing the growing unease, Leora pondered her second wish carefully. She wanted to protect herself from the encroaching hostility but without angering the magistrates or arcanists who ruled Eldermere's fate. Her second wish took shape. "I wish for a cloak of shadows, an enchantment that renders me unseen when I desire, but never harms the innocent or the light of day." Once more Zephyros's eyes gleamed, and from within the jar a sliver of night wove itself around Leora, soft and intangible. With it, she could glide silently through bustling streets and towering libraries, invisible to prying eyes. The cloak of shadows became her cloak of comfort and freedom, allowing her to traverse places no living soul dared to tread. Though cloaked in secrecy, Leora uncovered unrest brewing beneath the city, an underground faction seeking to seize arcane power for their own dark designs. They called themselves the Obsidian Hand, and their ambition was to shatter the fragile balance of Eldermere with forbidden magic. The scholar's heart trembled at the shadow that threatened her beloved home. Despite her newfound gifts, Leora realized she could not battle such darkness alone. Her third and final wish needed to be her greatest, the ultimate reflection of her hope and courage. For weeks she pondered, weighing the consequences of each possible demand. Then one misty dawn, as the city slumbered beneath a pale sun, Leora lifted her gaze to Zephyros within the bell jar and spoke her last wish. "I wish for a champion to guard Eldermere, a creature born of flame and courage, bound to defend the innocent and root out the corruption that festers in our streets." Zephyros's scales danced with sudden fire, the tiny dragon's eyes gleaming brighter than ever before. The bell jar burst into iridescent shards, but the dragon did not fly away. Instead, a magnificent creature arose, majestic but small, no larger than a man's forearm but with burning wings, eyes like molten gold, and a roar that echoed with ancient power. This was Ignis, the guardian born from Leora's wish, a flame-forged sentinel sworn to protect Eldermere. With Ignis at her side, the shadows of the Obsidian Hand began to dissipate as their plots unraveled, their leaders captured or fleeing into hiding. Eldermere breathed again, a city reclaimed from the brink. However, Leora knew the pact she made was fragile. Zephyros had warned of the price should she ever unleash the dragon trapped in the bell jar. Their agreement was not just a promise but a tether holding the delicate magic intact, a balance between desire and restraint. As days turned to months, Ignis and Leora became legends whispered across Eldermere, a symbol of hope against despair. Yet a lingering question shadowed the scholar's heart. As powerful as the wishes were, was the price of freedom worth paying? Could she ever release Zephyros to the skies, or was the dragon's imprisonment the true safeguard of her city's fate? One evening, beneath a sapphire twilight, Leora sat at her window, gazing at Ignis roasting saffron and ash embers, the firelight dancing over his scales. The tiny dragon, once her prisoner, was no longer a threat but a testament to the careful balance between power and responsibility. She smiled softly, understanding at last that the greatest magic was not in wish-making or dragons, but in the courage to accept limitations and the wisdom to uphold promises. For more stories, like and subscribe.